Did Russia indeed launch its promised Christmas assaults on Ukrainian positions? I'm Paul, U.S. Army combat veteran. It is December 25th. Merry Christmas. And this is your very quick Ukraine update because my family is downstairs and they want to open presents. Okay, real quick, you can see there's been some clarification in the line around Bakhmut. What's most significant is you can see here they've actually assessed a slightly different pattern of control for the small portion of this wooded area to the northeast that the Russians have been fighting over for some time. Again, as discussed, this is a really good, strong defensive position for whoever holds it, so it makes sense that the Russians are going to continue to try to advance there. What's also significant, maybe more so, is that, of course, Russians are further pushed back from Optine, continuing to force them into the reality that they may, by the end of the year, actually have made no meaningful gains around Bakhmut. However, when we look at Klitschivka and Andriivka, you can see that while this territory isn't territorially significant, they do assess that the entirety of Andriivka is controlled, and you can see that the line of control around Kurdyumivka is also somewhat different. So it assesses that it's actually all the way to this line here. When we look at the Ukraine war map, you guys can see that, of course, Russia's promised ground assaults did materialize. What I think is most interesting is where, though. You can see, obviously, a standard, almost daily occurrence assault from the east and from the south. We obviously saw how that went for them. But what's interesting is you can see here, they pushed near Kurdyumivka, which actually they have as already having advanced all the way to this this roadway here. You also see them, of course, pushing near Pichivne and down south. Like, these are unusual locations for advances, actually. They're a little bit off the beaten path. But what's most, I think, interesting is Russia actually made 4 separate ground assaults trying to take Yakovlivka, Bakhmutsky, and Soledar. I think it's fair to say Yakovlivka is contested. I think Russia would assess that they hold it, and Ukraine would assess that they control it. But this is what's interesting to me, is that they are actually launching, at least in quantity, more attacks to this northern village cluster than they are into Bakhmut proper. So it says to me that maybe the Russians are starting to rethink the how of taking Bakhmut, focusing instead on Soledar and Klitschivka to the north to try to create a little bit more encirclement before they push into the city, again, given the disastrous results of their efforts thus far. Anyway, guys, I got to be out of here. Thank you so much, as always, for supporting me throughout the year. I hope you guys are having a Merry Christmas. Even the Ukrainian church authorized the celebration of Christmas on December 25th, probably to, help, probably to make it so that the military and hard-pressed chaplains could have one ceremony to cover everyone. Of course, as always, if you want uncensored combat video breakdowns, check out the Patreon. Thanks to my lieutenant tier patrons. And if you want to give me a Christmas present, just click the link to the ground.news subscription. You can check them out for free. They're a great service and a great supporter of the channel. I'll see you all in the next one.